Starting recording.
There.
You just quit it. All right. Welcome, everyone, to Threads of Wisdom. We are on week, what is that?
49.
Week 49. Woohoo!
Whoop, whoop.
I'm getting used to this computer, so.
Was it a new one?
It's a new laptop.
Ooh.
We installed it yesterday.
Yeah, we got it a few days ago, but I was so sick. I was like, I'm not going to be on the computer, so we'll install
I'm
it.
getting my new laptop because someone's fixing it. The
Oh,
old
yeah?
one. Yeah, they're clearing out all the data and reorienting. It's from my partner who passed away.
I call that giving it a lobotomy.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, she passed away in June of 2017.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Rest in peace.
my high priestess, her son is a genius, and he's clearing out all the data.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
good. Giving it an enema.
Yep.
Right.
Let's go ahead and get started. So just explain, we are Children of the Crossroads. I am Lola, High Priestess.
I am Silentness, High Priest.
Okay. The Threads of Wisdom was created by the Golden Thread Grove in Idaho. It is a teaching tool for your year and a day pagan basics. Each week that you attend, you will receive an image of the topic that we discussed. Golden Thread has requested that these images not be distributed to anyone that has not participated in discussion on a particular topic. And at the end of the year, if you attend all of them, you will have 52 cards and can be used as a divination tool. Ooh. And some of you might be going, but I haven't attended all of them, or I came to these late, or something else. Well, we start the whole process over in January of next year. And we will hopefully have new images to work with.
And perhaps new topics.
And a couple new topics replacing others. And we are also going to be on Discord because we just like Discord better. With that said, let's go ahead and look at our image, our topic for this evening. Share. Every time. Share. Whoa. All right. Is it window? Nope, it's not.
I thought it was.
I'm just going to have to do the screen, and then everyone's going to see themselves or vice.
Are we able to see this one?
Can you see this?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Yay.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, divination. So go ahead and take a look at this picture and, just think on it for a little bit. Soak it all in. And then just let me know what you think, what you see, what feelings you get from this.
Shall I go first?
If you have something to say, yeah.
It reminds me of a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And also the beauty in the eye and the I don't know what you call those, but they're like a butterfly, and it's very colorful, and it's beautiful.
I saw the exact same thing as a dragon and fairy wings.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah. Nice, huh?
Yep.
I saw the serendipity, like the serendipity dragon from forever ago with kind of the fairy elements in the eyes. With the, the blue, how it comes out like a butterfly. So that's transformation.
Yeah. Transformation. It's very mystical, magical. I think it's very fitting for divination.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they chose the eye as the main focus on this?
So I look at this and I see the eye of an ethereal being.
Yeah.
And the look in the eye itself is very intense, very I see you, not I see you physically, but I see you. I see who you are and what you are, and I see your very core. It is like having someone mystical looking into you and telling you about yourself.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of divination is observation work. It's viewing a lot of things going on around the person and inside and out, or the subject, so you can get a perspective.
It's third eye-ish. It's third eye. It's being able to see into the future or see into a person's life or see the answers that we need to see to get, you know, the information. And however you use divination, whether it's scrying or cards or runes or crystals or pendulums or Ouija boards or even just looking at someone. I always say divination, you know, while I was taught, especially with cards, using tarot as divination, my high priest who taught me always said the magic is in the witch, not in the cards. So I always remember that, because I could be looking, the cards just help me focus on what I'm seeing in this person's life. I could probably get the same information if I sat and had a conversation without even asking really direct questions, because there's an intuitiveness to it. There's a major intuitiveness to divination. You have to tune in, hone your divination or your intuition. I believe. I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone, but I think that's a big part of it. So I think the eye and the magical part of it, it's mystical, other realms. Anyone else want to comment on the picture?
I can't
well,
see it because I'm driving.
What?
I can't see it because I'm driving, but
Oh,
I'll
well,
look at it at home. I'm almost there.
Yeah, don't get in a wreck.
Yeah, no.
I was going to say that in tarot readings, I would always say, do you want me to read the cards or the tablecloth?
Right. You know, I just had a client a couple weekends ago, and the cards are coming out exactly how I would have already read this person. And I said, shit, I could just, you know, wipe these cards off the table and just tell you right now what's going on.
Right.
You know, but the cards help me focus, because I have a hard time putting things into words, putting my thoughts into words, especially in the last few years. I don't know if it's just a lot of pot that I smoke. I don't know if it's old age brain. I don't know what it is, but I have a harder time communicating what's in my mind out into my mouth and going out. Like what I just did then, what I just said then, it's the worst way to communicate that. But
I used to do that. I used to do that all the time. And actually what it is that you have so much, your brain is thinking faster than your tongue is moving.
Yeah, it's a sign of stress, it's a sign of lack of sleep.
It's an air sign thing.
Creative genius. I mean, it's a sign of all kinds of things.
Creative genius.
Like I said, an air sign thing.
Oh gosh, my Gemini over here. Anyone else want to comment?
Yeah, Maya's hand is raised and mine is too. I think Maya's went up higher than me.
Oh, I can't see the hands raised because I'm looking at the picture, but whoever wants to go first, we're adults. We don't have to fight over it.
No, Maya, go ahead if you want.
Go ahead, Maya.
okay. So the image image actually made me think of an old piece of lore that I heard about many, many, many years ago. And it's called the Eyes of the Fae.
Ooh.
I don't know if anybody has heard of the eyes or the sight of the Fae. But what it is originally a concept that was used to describe diviners, seers, those who could look at someone and see their soul, who could see through them and what they are. Not necessarily their path, but could definitely see beyond what was present on the outside.
Yeah. Stephen?
Yes. The eye, most of it is purple and is color coordinated with the fairy wings. And I think it represents the powerful goddess helping us through divination.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I think. By the way, I did not get my card last week from you.
Okay. Put your email in the chat and I'll make sure I send this week and last week's to you.
Okay.
All right. How do I get out of here? Where's escape? Ah. And stop sharing. Okay. All right. So let's talk about divination. I think I don't have. Do I know how to lower hands? I think I have to show participant and lower hand. Nope. There we go. There we go. All right. So let's go ahead and talk about divination. I obviously we, you know, us witches and pagans, we know divination pretty well. So let's talk about different ways that we divine. I brought up tarot cards. What are other ways that we do divination?
Dream.
Dream. Yep.
Meditation.
Yeah.
Fire gazing.
Oh yeah. That's a great one. That is a great one.
Moon gazing in the same concept.
Or
Even
water scrying.
Yeah, water scrying is really good. Clouds.
Yeah.
I like to call it cloud busting.
I find tea
You're,
leaf reading fascinating, but I've never been able to figure out how to do it. I can't see anything in the tea leaves. It's just not my forte for divination.
I have tried divination through tea leaves. I kind of like it. I haven't done it a lot, but that might be something I can work on.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Aya, you were saying you were muted.
Just scrying in the blue sky, like
Yeah.
finding the patches of tree leaves that make a perfect mirror in the blue sky.
Yeah.
We have a friend that does the
I Ching, or I believe it's I King.
I Ching.
I've heard so many. I Ching,
Mhm.
I Ching, and then someone told me it was I King.
I have my runes, pendulum,
Yeah.
cards. I really like my goddess cards, actually.
Yeah.
The Doreen Virtue ones, they're really fun, actually.
Oh, yeah. She has a lot of good ones, and then she became a born-again Christian and has now denounced all of the things that she's put out, that it's devil's work.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
When I
Doreen.
used to sell her stuff, I used to say that about her, that she
That's the
put her
first
foot
thing
into
I
everything.
thought of. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's kind of sad because she's put out some amazing decks. She's got some good oracle
And
cards.
her books are amazing too.
Yeah.
I was first turned on to paganism through her.
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah.
She did a lot of the crossover with the New Age into paganism, because that's when I first came across her, was in the New Age books I would go into before I wanted to dabble or dip my toe into witchcraft because I was still a little scared of it. But New Age was, I know a lot of people with all that New Age fluffy shit, but New Age really opened the gateway for people to come over into witchcraft in a safe way.
Yeah.
I think Muggles are doing that right now with their New Age, because they're like, I love my crystals and my dream catchers and, you know, my Zen gardens and my, you know, and it's like, put my rainforest music on and just chill out to it. And it's like, dude, you're doing witchcraft, you know, like.
One more.
I was doing that in the 80s.
Yeah.
But I was running the store in Seattle before during Virtue really got big. And so I was bringing in all of her books as she was writing them. And she came up and did signings and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did. Because Jody Bergsma would come in too. She's that really great artist.
Yeah.
And she does children's book for Crystal Children too. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it was really weird when Doreen Virtue just started like throwing out her own agenda on everybody.
Yeah.
Like it kind of took away from the cards and everything.
I kind of thought that at first too, but you know what? I think there's a reason why, the time and a place, and she was needed for whatever that time was, and now and so whatever I got from her, I enjoy, and you know.
Me too. Exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't she write with Joseph Campbell?
Yeah. Joseph
I think
Campbell
so.
used to come up too.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
One we forgot to say was peyote.
Oh yeah, divination through hallucinogenics. Better living.
I've got my shrooms.
Yeah.
You have extra?
When
Yeah,
I do them, I am
Kelly
definitely
up
doing divination.
Yeah. Oh man, when you're on hallucinogenics, woo, it doesn't take much to go there. You're like, I'm there.
Your third eye is about your 13th eye. At
Yeah,
that
your
point.
third eye has opened up so much it's engulfed your entire body. You're just a walking
chakra.
Yeah.
One could also say that automatic writing is a form of divination.
Oh, I love automatic writing.
Yeah. I love that. I do a lot of that. I do a lot of that. That's channeling whatever is coming through to you. Yeah. That
was one of those tests, Lola. That was one of those tests my mom did that I told you about.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Isn't
I get in
automatic
trouble.
writing? Isn't it that voice recognition? Is that what it is?
Well, sometimes it's just like communication from your higher self. It can be communication from your guides, your angels, the goddess, the god that you're working with. It can be all kinds of higher consciousness. But for most people, it's higher self. Whether it's pagan, or I've read some others that are not necessarily pagan, like Conversations with God was an amazing series.
Yeah.
And it's not pagan based, but you can tell that there's really authentic shit in there. And you're just like, wow.
And Course of Miracles. I mean, Course of Miracles had a lot of great too. Yeah.
There's a lot of it.
I only use my left hand when I do automatic writing.
Oh, wow.
And toes.
And you're right-handed?
I can paint with my toes, so.
Are you right-handed?
I was left-handed, and my mother changed me when I was a child because, you know, that was a left-handed path. I was going to grow up to be evil. So, I'm ambidextrous, kind of.
She didn't catch it in time, Aya.
Yeah, no, she fucked me up. I mean, seriously, you know, it's like, what hand do I play pool with?
Yeah. I write with my right hand, but I can do a lot of things with both hands. I can eat a lot with my left hand. I've noticed. It's weird.
Well, try automatic writing with your left hand.
I have terrible handwriting. Well, I already have terrible handwriting, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, divination. Do you think, as spiritual people, whatever you identify as, Wiccan, witch, pagan, druid, whatever, but all of those wonderful things, do you think it's a natural gift to us. I think it is to some, but I had mentioned earlier the intuition
I think
about
it's easier.
divination.
Yeah.
I think that everybody has intuition.
Yep.
But it's blocked. A lot of our intuition, we block it ourselves.
Yes, Aya?
I want to say that it is a muscle. We can strengthen or weaken it.
Yep.
Some of our bloodlines are more attuned. And there is a lot of talk about how people say that when we are born, we disconnect from source. So at that disconnect from source is whether how much you remember and bring back with you.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, it's that first intuition with someone when you're coming in contact with someone for the first time and you get a good energy or a bad energy or whatever.
Excuse me.
That's a form of divination and saying, how is this interaction going to go with me? Everything's telling me this isn't going to go well in the future, so probably not a person I'm going to associate with.
Fear is a form of it as well. Fear is to protect you.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I know people who, and I don't know, I've met some witches, some pagans, and I'm so sorry that I have to blow my nose. It's going to sound disgusting.
Just blow your nose, man.
It's going to be really gross.
Love your Coca-Cola on the dark wall.
We all blow our nose, Lola. It's okay.
Yeah, but this was gross. That was like hair gel came out of my nose.
Ew, fun.
It's cold season.
Any description.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. I wanted to share the grossness with you because I love you all and trust you, and you're part of my inner circle. I get to
Perfect love and perfect trust. Here's my snot. Check it out.
My daughter's been sick twice this week, so she's missed like 2 days of school and just has been blowing snot. It's like, stay away.
Steven, you have your hand up?
Yeah, I'm using my physical hand instead of the 3 dots.
Please do.
Is that okay?
That is, you can raise both your hands. You can use your nose. You can use the shiny part on your head. We can use Steven. We can use Steven's head as divination.
There you go.
I think divination is reaching for the goddess and being in connection with the goddess. I personally have had a lot of trouble connecting, and I think it's because of my past, because I kept a lot inside as I grew up, and now I'm healing a lot faster being pagan.
Yeah.
I've experienced a lot of good healing. In fact, my partner was a Jewish pagan, and we connected for 20 years. So I really think it's a connection between us and whoever would like to connect with the goddess. That's what I think.
And you're absolutely right, because it's a personal thing. You were going to say something.
I was going to ask you, Stephen, because you were a math professor, do you think it might have been too much left brain, not allowing your access to the right brain, the logical concepts?
No, it goes deeper than that, but thank you. It's right. You're right on the right track.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Well, I was going to say that some people, I'm sorry, Aya, go ahead.
I was going to say, Stephen, that my mom kind of is doing the same thing. She was a religious fanatic, an abuser and stuff, but she's found paganism now and is healing on such an exponential, rapid. It's amazing. Like once you open yourself up or you get opened up, how fast you can really heal from it. Even being a mathematician.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That gives me some assurance.
My husband's a mathematician.
Go ahead, Phil.
I look at divination is the idea that we're connecting the 90% of our brain we don't use to help identify the 10% we do. So it's connecting the dots that we can't see in the forefront.
Rachel and Maya, is Rachel still with you? Here you are.
There.
Did you have anything you wanted to say about divination?
I'm really new at this. I identified with what Phil said about, like, when you first meet somebody, your intuition. I was raised by a Southern belle, so I was always raised to, oh, don't judge people, always be nice and civil and everything. And it's come back to bite me in the bum a lot.
Yeah.
So I've learned to just trust my instincts.
Isn't it amazing when you start trusting your intuition, how it doesn't lead you astray?
Yeah.
And we do. I don't care how intuitive, how much we practice. There's always that time when we're like, I'm going to go, oh, I should do this. But I'm going to do the opposite for whatever reason. Stubbornness, lack of self-confidence.
I think that's for purity right there. Stubbornness, the unwillingness to think that you're not right. We all suffer from it.
But we are right if we listen. We are always right if we listen to our intuition. But we don't have, I think it's self-confidence, because a lot of us don't have the confidence in our own power within ourselves, because it's about claiming that power, claiming that, owning that. Yeah, I do know when someone is bad news, or I can tell when someone is going to end up in a terrible relationship. Not because I'm psychic and I see the future, but I pay attention to patterns. I pay attention to body language. I pay attention to what they say, how they say it, so those are all a part of the intuitive process. Aya?
I just want to say that sometimes as psychics and foreseers, and we see exactly what's laid out ahead of us, it's going to be Mars retrograde. You and your girlfriend are going to fight like cats and dogs. You're going to be right, but she's still going to win. Whatever you guys talk about it together. Let's not have a problem in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Even knowing everything and all those signs, sometimes you still play into that. That
yes.
energy still plays out, and you're like, I knew it.
Yeah.
Why did I do this?
But I look at it this way. When you give someone a tarot reading or a scrying, even for yourself, so I try to treat myself like I would treat my clients. I try to be patient and forgiving and understanding, because I have had clients that are like, they'll come to me, on a, regular basis, and we're still reading on the same stuff because they haven't moved forward or gotten over that obstacle. And no matter how many times I'm going to say in the cards, and then those are the ones where I'm just pushing the cards aside and saying, okay, look, sister, like this is, here's a pattern. Yeah, this is a pattern. Guess what happens when you don't take care of yourself? But then I'm like, but I do the same thing to myself. I will do a reading or scrying, and I will see an answer, and I'll be like, oh my God, well, I don't want to do that for whatever reason, so I don't. And then 2 weeks later, I'm going, listen, sister, to myself, this is a pattern. You've got, so I think even in that process of denying it or not listening to it is still a learning process that we have to go through. Mm-hmm. Stephen?
Yes. This is bizarre, by the way. I watch Hallmark, would you believe?
I know a lot of people that watch that channel. Yeah.
And they often say, I can think with my mind, but when it comes down to it, I listen to my heart.
Yeah. Yep. But I always say you kind of got to balance the brain and the heart, because I am very much, I go by my heart. I leave the heart, the emotion, the heart. What do I, oh, how does my heart feel? And sometimes, yes, that's a great way to go because it's raw and it's real, but I react based on emotions when sometimes I should react based on the brain and the logic. So, Aya, you had your hand up?
I don't know. I was going to say that pretty much all psychic energy is from the emotional body.
Yeah.
And then earlier when we were talking about card readings, when I knew I had cancer before I went and got cancer screened, I read my cards and I got the death card. And I had a terrible reading and I was like, this is why I don't read my own fucking cards anymore. God damn it. And I was mad about it. And I put my cards away. I'm just like, this is why you don't do your own cards type of a thing.
It's hard
and then it still is a lesson in why you don't do your own cards, because sometimes you still discount it because you did it yourself.
Yep.
And so I should have really looked at what I was doing instead of ignoring it. You know what I mean?
Well, who typically knows you better than yourself? The cards are just telling you what you already know.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Exactly. Right. Exactly.
That's why when I do readings on people, I prefer doing readings on people that aren't my friends. Because to me, that's way easier than when I do readings on my friends, because I have bias with my friends and family. I already know like what they're gonna do,
or what they're going to do.
Yeah, I want to hear about other divinations. Does anyone else use other types of divination, and how does that work for you?
Go ahead.
No, Ariel, you go. He talks all the time. Not like you don't. But...
Yeah, I was like, well, hold on.
Actually, to be fair. But anyways,
to be fair,
I have this little app that does a rune a day, and it flip through it, and it'll give you a rune each day. That one's kind of cool. I like seeing that. And then I have the tarot card of the day, and I got the astrology reading. I mean, I get several emails that one could consider divination type tools.
Yeah,
it's just kind of nice. I don't always put a lot of salt in it because it is what it is, but some of them are pretty interesting. Like I got Pertho. I don't know if you know what Pertho is.
He does.
But I got that when I first started at school and was working with the Dark Goddess class.
Yeah.
And it was during Spring Mysteries, I think, if I remember right. And that one was really like, whoa, that fit. But then there's some that I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really understand how that fits. So
I like to say those apps, even though they're generated, it's kind of like a slot machine or like luck of the draw, but so is shuffling the cards,
right?
I think what it is even those apps that you get, because I do those too, because they're fun, just to remind me, just to kind of keep me on my toes, because it reminds me, oh yes, we can have divination just real quick and on my phone, and oh, there we go. It makes you think, right? Yeah. And it could change how you look at your day.
Yeah.
And that is magical within itself. So I try not to. I understand what you're saying. Like you don't put a whole lot of salt into it, but at the same time, any kind of thing that guides or reveals a message, I feel you got to pay attention to.
Like if my astrology thing, because I get one that does career and sex and love. And,
yeah.
Like if it says I'm gonna have hot sex, I don't necessarily like clear my calendar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If it happens, cool. But if it doesn't, it is what it is.
You just moisturize your hands and get ready,
right?
Because that could be hot sex too.
It can be, and it's quick and easy.
Ariel just carries a towel with her everywhere she goes that day.
Oh, what's that one?
This one is Ewas. That's what I got for you.
That's Ewas.
Yeah. Ewas, yeah.
Yeah.
And which one is
my bag?
Ewas is happiness.
Happiness?
Nice.
The horse. So the horse is also mother. And,
you're rusty.
It's a horse's happiness.
Horse's happiness?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It signifies.
So that was for you, Ariel.
Yeah. I do cookbook divination, which is which is awesome.
We actually did that. Didn't we do that
Yep.
for our divination night?
We have, and it's amazing what recipes, when you pull them up, what they're trying to tell you.
Yep.
And whether we're talking a big meal, a dessert, something very in depth, or something very light, there was a lot of. It was very fortuitous.
Every time we used the cookbook divination, I would get stuff that was about big buns or lots of thick, lustrous layers. It was very hearty or big, or and I just would laugh, and it was very sexual. A lot of
sausage meals.
Lots of sausage, and I was just like, oh my god.
It's sausage and cream kept coming up.
Sausage and cream, that's right.
Does anybody do it with books?
How it works.
Like any book you pick up, you just flip through and you look and you go and you find and sometimes it's like exactly what you were needing to hear. Yeah.
So
Dusty used the Girl Scouts
the 1957
handbook.
Girl Scout handbook.
We did a divination night with Dusty and Bella, and he used the 1957 Girl Scout handbook.
And
That's where we got the idea to do the cookbook divination. So yeah. Rachel or Maya, I know we're all talkers here, so I want to make sure everyone gets to talk about. Is there any type of divination you do, or you're interested in, or that you've had done to you?
Palmistry is one of them.
I personally am interested in all the kinds, but I do some light dream reading.
Yes, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. I can tell a lot about someone within 5 minutes if they tell me a dream that they've had. I'm just, that is my, I could be like, I know what kind of person you are. I love it. How about you, Rachel?
I have a couple of tarot decks. I just got one recently that I absolutely adore, but I am very new at all of this. So, honestly, it's mainly I've just learned to trust my own instinct in the last probably 10 or 15 years. So my goal is to expand that. So.
Yeah. And, there is no divination, there were some people that used to say to me that every witch needs to know how to do tarot cards. Bullshit. No, they don't. I think every witch needs to find divination in whatever they find divination in. Like I said, we used a fucking cookbook, for fuck's sake. I mean, like, like we were talking about, palmistry. There's people we know that do
palm
readings, which are fascinating.
Yes.
I know people. Minty does. She does. Oh God.
We had a friend who does Pokemon card readings.
Really? Wow.
I know someone who does lips. You put the lipstick on and you kiss the
lip printing.
Really? Wow.
The signature.
Signature handwriting.
I can't remember what it's called though. Has a fancy word.
There was an angel singer in Seattle. I don't know if you guys remember him or anything. He was pretty famous. He would sit there and play a guitar and he would sing from the angels. And
what was his name?
David, I believe.
I don't remember.
He was a little off, but what he would say would be like right on. Like
yeah. Yeah. Aya, are you on Discord?
Yes.
Okay, are you in my Dreamweavers group?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put the link here because if you like dabbling with the dreams and figuring out reoccurring dreams, that's what my Dreamweavers Discord is for. I don't get a lot of people conversing on it, but I want people to. So I'm gonna send you the invite in the chat really quick.
Okay.
Because it's my favorite thing. And every Sunday at 1:00, there's a coffee talk voice channel that we join and just get together. So,
I have them written down too from like all the way back to the 80s.
No, eventually I want to get them all out. that would be the perfect place to type them out, and we all interpret them together, and it's a lot of fun. But I just put put it in the chat, so feel free to join that. Can you scratch my back?
I have
is
I have a big event in dreams.
You have a what?
A
Yeah,
big event in dreams. I've had a dream over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Yeah.
share with you during coffee talk.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Share it. And Coffee Talk will interpret it. The dreams to me, and I'm very biased because it's just the one I connect with. But oh my God, I think you could tell so much about people in their dreams if you just take the time to really get into how you feel about the dream and how it made you feel and those images. And there's a note on here, smoke. I'm assuming smoke scrying.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Dice.
Mm-hmm. Dice.
I've never used
I
dice.
do incense reading.
Do what?
Smoke scrying. The smoke scrying made me think about it. I do incense reading.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really? Wow.
With the
Or
smoke?
ash reading, whatever you want to call it.
Is it with the
With
smoke?
the ashes, actually.
The ashes. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Bones and different natural items too. I throw them out.
They used to be trails, for crying out loud. So, you know.
Right. Scat scrying.
Right? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, they did. Well, they call it, what do they call it? Throwing the bones? Or
Oh, yeah. Rolling the bones.
rolling the bones? Yeah. Go ahead, Aya.
I just wanted to show everybody that I was wearing Aries' little planchette.
Yes, the planchette. Yeah.
Nice.
Can you guys see it? She did
Yeah.
such a cute job on that.
Isn't that cute? I have one of those too. I love her. She's just adorable. She's totes adorbs.
Yep.
So let's go ahead. Totes adorbs, I know. Let's go ahead and we're going to visit Madame Zola. Madame Zola's sick also, like I am. So you go to Madame Zola. You're like sick in both ways. You're like, oh, I need a 1-card reading today. I need just to know where I'm at right now, whatever card I get, and you go to Madame Zola and she draws this card, which is the divination card.
Oh, that is really
so
pretty.
I'm gonna call you in order that you're on my screen. So Rachel, if you got this card today, what does that mean to you right now where you're at?
I feel like it tells me I need to look within myself with that eye, because to me eyes represent the window to your soul. And
yeah.
So, I've got some decisions I have to make before spring. So I think it's telling me don't procrastinate and get on it.
Yeah.
So.
Very good. Yeah. Maya?
Probably that I need to work on my divination a little bit more. There's somebody trying to get a message to me somewhere and I need to work on receiving it.
Dar?
Look into myself a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Look within, look at ourselves. Steven, if you got this card today, what do you think that would mean for you, where you're at in your life right now as of this moment?
The dragon eye is looking at me and saying, reconnect, because I have had problems in the past 3.5 years reaching out and reconnecting with people and being less alone, even though I'm pursuing it now. But I need to do it more so I can reconnect with the goddess and really go forward.
Awesome. Aya?
I see the eye telling me to keep my eye out for fortuitous events coming my way.
Nice. Ariel?
The answer's already there. It's inside me and I'm just not seeing it.
Ain't that the truth for everyone? For all of us. I didn't mean, ain't that the truth, Ariel? No, I meant for all of us.
Ariel, get it together. God damn it.
Silentness?
Make sure I'm asking the right questions so I can get the important answers.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
look at him.
Yes. I always ask that I can translate that which I have received. Because
Yeah.
sometimes we receive stuff, but we don't translate it for ourselves.
Yep.
Exactly. Yes, yes. For me, if I got this card today at this moment, I would say we need to do a divination activity after this. I think that would be fun because I would like to connect with you all and see what we can do fun for divination. Because I think we talked about that last week.
Yep, we mentioned
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so after we're done, we'll give you guys a break. We'll stop recording and go grab your favorite divination, or if you don't and just want to listen, and we'll do some readings and stuff. I think that would be fun. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna post.
What was yours?
I just said it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do divination was hers.
let's do some divination. Let's hone those skills, you know, because you said something about divination, and I thought you were talking about divination, and I was like, I don't know if I feel like it, and then I'm looking at the card, and it's like you're doing it. Okay, I won't argue with you, Dragon Eye, Fairy Eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the picture in the. I hope I can do it this way because it's not pulled up the normal way. Shit.
There's a copy.
Oh, where's the copy? So I'm going to try to put this in the chat. Yeah. Oh, it's worked. Can you all see that in the chat?
Yes.
Done good.
So try to download that. Is it downloading or uploading?
Well, they're going to download it. We already uploaded it.
We uploaded it.
I sniffed it. I just got it.
We put it up. They take it down.
So try to download it. If you can't, put your email address in. I already have Aya's and Steven's. Just let me know if you have.
From last week's as well.
I'll just send it to you guys.
Last week.
Steven, you need last week's?
Yes.
Aya needs last week.
I could not
and the week
download
Karma,
either
the last
one.
week, Karma and last. Okay, got it.
Right.
I will get those emailed to you. And Rachel, thank you. All right, so let's do our little.
I must say, out of all the cards, this one is one of the prettiest.
This might be the prettiest one.
And I don't say that about very many of these because I'm just kind of disappointed in their efforts sometimes. But this one is absolutely beautiful.
They done good.
There's a couple that they've done really good, but hence why we're. I'm actually working with Ari. She's going to review the deck, and we're on it. We're meeting where things are happening. It's awesome.
Balls are rolling.
Balls are rolling.
So if we start with a new deck in 22, those of us who might be missing one or two, what is going to be the way for that moving forward?
You're going to have a lot of decks to work with.
Well,
I
can
like
we get the old ones though?
Saying.
If you want the old ones, we'll send the old ones. If you didn't get last year's, this
I have
year's,
most of them, but there's two that are missing.
yeah. If you want the full deck of this old deck, that will be considered an old deck next year. We'll send it to you. We still have it. So yeah.
After you go through that discussion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to complete that.
You got to complete that discussion.
And we'll send you both images.
Yeah, we'll send you both images if you don't have the old one.
That works.
Question before you sign off.
Yeah.
Do you meet every week? Because I've only been to the second one.
Yeah,
Yes.
every Wednesday at this time in this channel. But like I said, we're gonna move over to Discord the beginning of January.
First.
Yep,
Yep.
the first Wednesday in January.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So if we have helped facilitate a spiritual experience for you today, please consider donating to Children of the Crossroads ATC to help fund events like this. Your gifts of any amount are greatly appreciated, and donations may be tax deductible because we are a 501c3 nonprofit. And you can donate via the PayPal or the Venmo. It is not required. It is just appreciated. And oh, you drink that wine, you thief! You
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna give her my glass.
you wine? No.
She's
Oh,
one thief.
so next week we're gonna be talking about lucid dreaming. Yay, my favorite topic.
Wow.
I like that too.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording so everyone say goodbye to the recording.
Bye, recording.
Bye, recording.
Let me stop the recording.
I love the fact we have a goodbye to the